Squeeze Gang, we back again, y'all. We got Gangster Files. I told y'all this was coming after we did Monster Cody, because Monster Cody did a little interview. He was talking about Lil Fee, and I was like, oh, I gotta give y'all a Lil Fee documentary, because I read up on Lil Fee. I read something about him back in the day when I was in jail, so that's how I know a little bit about him. I ain't never seen no doc, so let's jump into this. Like, comment, subscribe. Write y'all shit. Like my shit. Let's do it.
I just want to say thank you for sticking with the channel during my hiatus. I've been dealing with some personal issues, and I appreciate it.
Squeeze Gang, we don't do hiatuses. We post every day. Yeah, so, you know.
Every day.
Rock with us, though. Shout out Hood Politics, but you know, we post every day.
Shout out Hood Politics.
But we post every day. The phone number.
Continue to support. Also, Hood Politics doesn't have any social media. No Facebook, no Twitter, no Instagram.
So don't get scammed. We do.
We didn't ask you that.
He don't have it, but we do. So follow us on the gram. Click the links in the description.
But Squeeze Gang, we didn't ask him that. I'm just saying.
He's saying that because, you know, somebody probably made one of him and scamming niggas. You want me to react to this? Yo, pay me this amount. Niggas do that. Yo, listen. If y'all don't see our Instagram, because somebody might make Instagram on us soon and be like, yo, you want us to react? And they charging you and shit. $sauce. So follow me now so you know it's the real me.
And follow me. Mine's is Homo Gang Rondo.
It's in the description. Make sure y'all do that.
The only one. I'm the only one. I promise you.
If y'all see some niggas making fake pages, it's a Squeeze Gang. Don't fall.
Only one.
So follow us now. I'm gonna follow you back too. I'm gangster.
Definitely.
Politics is an imposter.
Lil Fee. I think Lil Fee even Lil Fee. I don't think Lil Fee even dead yet. I don't know because I ain't do no research. But he was on death row. I don't know if he even got that needle yet. He might have got it by now though. He should have got it.
In this episode, I will be discussing
Hell yeah.
also known as Lil Fee. The facts of the case are as follows. In the 1980s, Los Angeles was a war zone. The gang wars and the drug wars had become intertwined and turned the city into a bloodbath. The drug money funded the arms race, so gang members went from handguns to fully automatic AK-47s, seemingly overnight. The nightly news was filled with stories of robberies, assaults, and murders.
Death penalties.
I
ain't gonna lie, Cali was giving niggas that death penalty.
Word. It's a lot of niggas on death.
What?
To this day.
To this day.
To this day.
To this day. To this day. Free them niggas though. They don't deserve death, bro. They been in, and them niggas been in there about 30 years, 40 years.
But look.
Yo, you be on death row for 20 years, waiting to die.
Some niggas be crashing out.
Yeah, but for real.
Like you got, like we got some niggas is on death row for killing their whole family.
But listen, they was young, so nigga, they might have a chance. Rehabilitation, get them another chance.
That nigga gonna come out and murder.
He might not. Niggas do 30 years. Nigga come home. He want to feel some pussy now.
And you gonna get that. You gonna get it back.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna lie.
It's gonna come back to you.
Sometimes
it's gonna come back and it's gonna bug out again.
Nah, it's a different time. Niggas gonna kill these old niggas. They come out thinking they stupid. This ain't back in the day, nigga. Nigga gonna kill our old nigga. He come on back and stupid, nigga. Young nigga 16, nigga. Stop playing.
You know, old nigga's favorite line. I did this long.
Yeah, they gonna get boomed right away. Right away. So they better come home and fall in line. Get you a nigga, you did 30. You probably 50, 60. You probably 50, 60 if they let you nigga come home.
30, I get you 30.
Yeah, you get hit with 30 in front of the young niggas. They have 30s back then, nigga. Niggas got 30s now, nigga. Beams and all that, niggas. Switches, nigga. Niggas is gonna kill you. Old niggas better come over and get it right. They ripping.
You didn't see the shit I sent you on Instagram with the little nigga?
Mm-hmm. I said, what the fuck? The fuck?
That little nigga was bugging. He said,
among the ranks of the Rollin 60's was a young man named Taekwon Cox, also known as Lil Fee. During his teenage years, Lil Fee developed a reputation for violence. He was no stranger to gunplay and would regularly have shootouts with rival gangs, such as the 8-Tray Gangster Crips. Monster Cody, who was a reputable member of the 8-Tray Gangster Crips, spoke about having numerous
I watched that before.
in his book titled Monster, the autobiography of an LA.
That's one of the best books I ever read in my life. Oh, God, that shit is different. I ain't gonna lie. And he wrote this trying to, like, he don't know. He was trying to, like, shift it and, like, show people this shit made niggas want to be Crip even more. Just because he was telling his real life beginning stories, even though the ending was different, like, but the beginning thing, you like, oh nah, this nigga was a gangster. That's why he was a gangster, because he was a gangster. And them niggas is from where that shit real, nigga. Yeah, like, nigga.
It's serious.
Niggas is what? And they was at the time where it was getting serious. It was spooky. Like, niggas is still on it like that out there in Cali.
Imagine you living in Cali and you sitting on a porch chilling with your niggas and a car just come up.
Oh, they airing it.
Airing you.
Airing it. Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. What? I went to Cali in 2019.
Yeah, when you took that picture.
Yeah, when I went to Cali, bro. I got a story time when I went to Cali. Leave it in the comments if y'all want me to drop it. If y'all want me to do it. I pulled up to the 60's hood, gang. Oh, my God. Cousin lied me. She ain't lied me purposely, but she lied me.
You gotta tell me after.
Yeah.
In one incident, on August
she didn't know I was a 3.
1984, Monster Cody and another 8-Tray member named Lil Hard went to the intersection of Florence Avenue and Main Street to watch some street races. After getting some food from the Golden Ox restaurant, they walked across the street to Winchell's Donuts and talked to Twin and Baby Gangster from Santana Block. They then returned to their vehicle and started eating. Shortly afterwards, Lil Harv noticed Lil Fee and a group of Rollin 60's walking nearby. Lil Harv wanted to leave, but Monster got out of the car, yelled Gangster, and opened fire on the group. Monster said in it.
He was a gangster, nigga. Gangster. Boom, 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 boom. Gangsters, nigga. My son jumped out the whip, started firing on them niggas. Nigga, I don't fuck with these niggas, man. That's when you know it's real smoke, nigga. Niggas ain't doing nothing, nigga. I'm shouting my hood. That's it. I'm shouting my hood, nigga. That's how they on it, though. Niggas out here, we ain't doing none of that. We just firing on you. We ain't saying, third, squeeze. We ain't doing, nigga just firing on you. Them niggas gangsters, nigga. Man, you know who smoked you. That's gangster.
He was the only one shooting back, but then the other Rollin 60's also opened fire, and Monster was forced to retreat. Although Lil Fee was well known in the streets of Los Angeles, he would gain national attention after being charged with the unthinkable. On Friday, August 31st, 1984, at around 6 a.m., Darren Williams and Horace Burns arrived at the home of a woman named Ida Moore. A woman named Lisa Brown was at the home as well. Williams used Moore's phone and then asked to borrow her van. Williams sent Burns to pick up Lil Fee. Shortly afterwards, the group piled into Moore's van. Moore drove, Brown sat in the passenger seat, and Williams, Burns, and Lil Fee sat in the back. Williams directed Moore to 59th Street and began looking for an address that he wrote on a piece of paper. When Williams located the home, he told Moore to park down the street and leave the engine running. Brown heard one of the men say they was going to kill everybody in the house. Williams told Moore, Brown, and Burns to stay in the van and keep lookout while he and Lil Fee exited the van and walked towards the home. Moore noticed Williams had a gun in his waistband, and she saw Lil Fee carrying something wrapped in a jacket. After the two men entered the home, Moore and Brown said they heard the sound of gunfire. A couple of minutes later, Williams ran back to the van holding a gun. About a minute later, Lil Fee ran to the van and said, "I just blew that bitch head off, so drive." Moore ran away. Williams had Moore drive to the
I just blew that bitch head off. Get up out of here. We out.
Niggas, I was to talk about
Avenue and Gage Street. Williams told Moore and Brown not to say anything about what just happened. The three men then exited the van and went into a building called the Vermont Club. Moore and Brown returned to Moore's house. Shortly afterwards,
some niggas went to go get some drinks after they just caught that body. They went to go get some drinks. And I read up on this. Them niggas hit the wrong lick. Them niggas hit the neighbor's house. They were supposed to hit the other house.
Right.
They hit the wrong crib. They were supposed to hit like I think an NFL player's crib. Gangster. I think it was like a hit. Or I might be wrong. I might be thinking about somebody else. I know I read up on a few niggas. But if it's not, then I mean they got paid to do this shit right here. Because I know I read Lil Fee shit. Damn, what was it? I think it was Lil Fee with the football player.
The home, they discovered a house of horror. A 57-year-old woman named Ebra Alexander was sitting at her kitchen table drinking a cup of coffee when she was shot multiple times in the head. Ebra's 23-year-old daughter Dietria was lying in bed when she was shot 3 times in her head and neck. 10-year-old Damani and 8-year-old Dana were also laying in bed when they were shot and killed. Ebra's 14-year-old son Neil awoke when he heard a scream and the sound of a gunshot. He saw one of the gunmen standing over Dietria's bed and jumped on his back, and the two began fighting over the gun. The gunman fell on the trunk near the door, but quickly regained control of the gun. The gunman then hit Neil in the face, and Neil fled out the back door to call for help. Ebra's grandson Ivan was also in the home at the time of the shooting and hid in the closet when he heard the sound of gunshots. Investigators began to sweep the neighborhood in search of potential witnesses.
Wow, son. Them niggas went in there and stepped on everything. They thought they did. Left the little kid. That little kid fucking traumatized. He's fucked up probably. Where that little dude at now? We need to know where that little dude at.
Ain't little dude no more.
Gave investigators the descriptions, as well as a description of the van. Investigators discovered the victims were the family of an NFL player named Kermit Alexander. Ebra was Kermit's mother, Dietria was Kermit's sister, and Damani and Dana were Kermit's nephews. A short while later, Williams called Moore's house.
So you was right.
Yeah, see, damn. Them niggas went in there and killed the fucking grandma, everybody.
He wasn't there. Everybody else got it.
Brown to drive his car to the Vermont Club. While on the way, Brown picked up Lil Fee from a nearby gas station. After arriving at the Vermont Club, Brown witnessed someone hand Lil Fee the same rifle that she saw him carrying earlier that morning. Lil Fee put the rifle in the trunk of the car. Brown then drove Lil Fee to 10th Avenue and watched him take the rifle out of the trunk and take it into an apartment building. A few minutes later, he returned to the car without the rifle. Around 10 a.m. that same morning, Moore and Brown met with Williams at the home of a mutual friend. The women witnessed Williams remove new clothes from a shopping bag. Williams gave Moore $50 and asked her to buy him some personal items. He gave her another $5 for gas, and he gave Brown $20. That afternoon, Lil Fee bought a 1975 Cadillac for $3,000, paying for it in $20 and $100 bills. The next day, Williams made a $1,500 cash down payment on the car for his wife. During this time, a man named James Kennedy was the subject of our narcotics investigation. Nearly a month after the murders, on September 27th, police recovered a .30 caliber rifle from Kennedy's apartment. Kennedy decided to cooperate with law enforcement and went on to tell them what he knew about the murders. Kennedy could not recall an exact date, but he told investigators that Lil Fee arrived at his apartment one morning with the rifle wrapped in a jacket. He went on to say that Lil Fee told him to destroy the rifle and to wash the jacket because it had gunshot residue on it.
Wow.
Kennedy also went on to...
That bitch ass nigga hold that shit. He knew. He said, oh, I gotta get out of jail free card. This nigga's a bitch. James Kennedy a hoe. That nigga a hoe.
That he did see the young woman sitting in the car in front of his building, waiting for Lil Fee. Kennedy recalled giving the jacket to his sister and telling her to wash it, but he decided not to destroy the rifle and hid it in a bush near his apartment.
Wow.
Investigators compared bullet fragments from the rifle to bullet fragments recovered from the scene of the murders.
Wow.
Many of the fragments matched, although some fragments were too damaged to call a match. Shortly afterwards, Lil Fee was arrested. While in jail, Lil Fee called a woman named Cassandra. He asked her if the police found the gun that he gave Kennedy. She said she didn't know. During this time, investigators had already spoken to multiple informants and witnesses. They also arrested Moore, Brown, Burns, and Williams. Investigators discovered that the gunmen were hired to kill a woman inside of the home, but there was a problem. They went into the wrong house.
Oh, I was
The
right.
address was read wrong, and the actual home they were looking for was a few doors down.
Damn.
There was a story circulating that the botched hit was ordered due to a drug debt, but that proved to be false.
They were supposed to get 50 or 60K for that.
Ooh-wee.
We gotta get to the wrong crib.
Them niggas hit the wrong crib. They killed the whole crib. Ooh. Crazy.
You see what money is doing to you?
That a woman was shot inside of the Vermont Club, so the business owner paid the gunman to kill the woman in order to prevent a $2 million lawsuit. The defendants refused to testify against the owner of the Vermont club, so investigators couldn't pursue murder for hire charges due to lack of evidence. During the trial, prosecutors
Niggas ain't snitch, real
as a
niggas.
stone cold killer and a gang member with little regard for human life. The prosecution presented a stack of evidence against Lil Fee, including testimony and written statements from Moore, Brown, Kennedy, and others. Witnesses that saw Lil Fee running from the Alexander residence after the shooting. Ballistics testing, which found that the bullet fragments found at the scene of the murders came from the same .30 caliber rifle that Lil Fee gave Kennedy. Other evidence included a lifted palm print from a trunk located in the room where the younger victims had been sleeping. Two experts concluded that only Lil Fee could have made that print.
I ain't gonna lie, this crime they did, what they did to them people, bro, them niggas deserve the death penalty, man.
You see what I was saying earlier?
Them niggas, I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel like no nigga deserve to die, but them niggas wild out.
Now you get what I'm saying about the
they wild out, but I mean, let them niggas free now, man. That been 50 years.
It don't
84.
Them niggas are crash out.
Nah, they too old now. They come on back and stupid. They just gonna kill them niggas, man. Let them niggas out now, man. They was 84. Where we at now? That's 35. That's 40 years. Damn near. 40 years, gang. Come on, he about 70 right now. 66. He come home with a cane, nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga come home with a cane.
Started beating niggas.
Hell no, this gonna kill that nigga. You stupid, nigga. These young niggas gonna kill him.
Daphne Bonner, who was Damon's mother, testified that they never seen Lil Fee in their mother's house. Bonner also testified that Dietria had bought the trunk 2.5 weeks before the shooting, so there was no way Lil Fee could have touched that trunk outside of the time of the murders.
Wow.
Prosecutors also presented evidence of 2 robberies that Lil Fee was involved in as a juvenile. One of the robberies occurred in May of 1981. Lil Fee and another teenager carjacked a woman named Rosalind at gunpoint as she waited for her son after school. Lil Fee led police on a high-speed chase for half an hour until he crashed into a light pole. Police found a .32 caliber pistol in the car. The other robbery occurred a month earlier when Lil Fee and another person approached 3 junior high students. Lil Fee hit 2 of them with fists and a piece of a mop handle and demanded money from the group. The defense presented evidence of Lil Fee's upbringing as a reason for his actions. The defense stated that Lil Fee had been virtually abandoned at an early age. He had very little contact with his father, and his mother had a drinking problem and had gone to prison for a bank robbery. Some of Lil Fee's family members testified on his behalf. His younger sister, Adrena Myers, called him a great big brother and said that her and her siblings had a rough childhood. His younger brother, Demontre Cox, told the court that their mother was an abusive alcoholic and that Lil Fee ran away from home after she threw a vase at him. He went on to say that Lil Fee urged him to stay away from gangs and told him to stay on the right path. His grandmother, Audrey Martin, told the court that he was skilled at sports and that he was a good person. His great-grandmother, Annie Ellsworth, told the court that she was Lil Fee's primary caregiver. She put him in the Boy Scouts, gave him an allowance, a bike, and also gave him money to buy a car. One of Lil Fee's junior high school teachers was a man named Donald Baker. Baker described Lil Fee as skilled in athletics and capable of getting good grades. The teacher went on to say that the pressure from the neighborhood gangs was a serious distraction to male students, especially those without strong role models. One of the junior high administrators was a man named Horace Anderson. Anderson also felt Lil Fee had been a good student until it appeared that he joined the gang. He began having behavioral problems, which led to his expulsion from the school. Ultimately, Lil Fee, Darren Williams, and Horace Burns were found guilty with the murders of Eber Alexander, Dietria Alexander, Damon Bonner, and Damani Gardner. On September 19, 1985, Horace Burns was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. On July 23, 1987, Darren Williams was sentenced to death and sent to death row at San Quentin State Prison. On April 30th, 1986, Lil Fee was sentenced to death and sent to death row at San Quentin State Prison. While in San Quentin, Lil Fee became the subject of even more controversy. In 1988, there was a power struggle taking place among the Crips in San Quentin. On one side, there was Lil Fee, and on the other side, there was Stanley Williams, also known as Tookie, an early member of the Crips that sat on death.
Rest in peace, Tookie, man.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to Tookie.
For committing 4 murders years in February
Laced up with that
and March
water.
of 1979. At one time, Lil Fee and Tookie shared a close friendship, but that all changed due to ego and prison politics. Tookie reportedly wanted Lil Fee to stab Darren Williams because Tookie believed that Williams was an informant. Lil Fee refused. Lil Fee understood that defying orders from Tookie would likely get him attacked, so he went on the offensive. On October 10, 1988, Lil Fee slashed Tookie with a shank across his neck while on the exercise yard that they both had been assigned to. One of the
Nigga said, you want me to ride out on my Cody, nigga? Cause you think he a rat? I ain't doing that. That's my man. He ain't telling me. It's my nigga. I went to jail with him. Nigga Tookie trying to set that order. Yeah. Nigga boom Tookie. That nigga boom Tookie. That's crazy. How you boom Tookie?
You try to get me to boom my man.
Yeah, nigga boom Tookie.
Because you thought he was the rat.
That's the six. Hey, you know you about to be, nigga. Yeah, nigga, look, the whole jail on you now.
Fuck it.
The whole world on you now,
Fuck it.
nigga. Ain't no fucking, nigga. You better go, nigga. Hell no.
Witnessed the attack and ordered everyone to the ground. Lil Fee was seen throwing a 4.5-inch blade near the yard's basketball court immediately after the attack. Tookie survived the attack with relatively minor injuries and told prison officials that he didn't know what happened and he couldn't remember anything. Shortly after the attack, news began to spread throughout the streets of Los Angeles that Tookie had been stabbed and killed while on death row and that Lil Fee was responsible, which created conflict
war in
between
the
multiple
streets.
gangs. Back in San Quentin, the Crips were forced to pick a side. Most gangs that were loyal to the neighborhood Crip alliance sided with Lil Fee, while the other gangs such as Hoovers and
Gangsters.
Crips mostly sided with Tookie.
That's gangster.
Afterwards,
Fuck Lil Fee, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Further attacks. The two groups were also given grade B status, which is basically administrative segregation for death row inmates. In July of 2000, Lil Fee was on the Crip yard along with two other death row inmates named Noel Jackson and Paul Tuliapa, also known as Roscoe. Shortly after noon, the group unraveled a 4-foot section of a chain link fence along
Oh,
the
niggas
yard.
trying to get out.
Went through the fence and made their way towards the adjustment center. Shortly afterwards, a corrections officer noticed the unraveled fence and sounded the alarm. Another corrections officer spotted the group as they were on the walkway to the adjustment center. The prison was locked down and the group became trapped on the walkway. Other corrections officers arrived at the scene and ordered the group to stop while aiming non-lethal guns and tasers at them. The men surrendered and were handcuffed and taken back into the prison.
Nigga said, fuck it, nigga. We on death row, nigga. We might as well try to get out of here. Fuck they gonna do, nigga? Kill us? We about to die anyway. Bitch, we out. Nigga, y'all had to shoot me, nigga. I'm about to die anyway, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. They would have shot me. I'd have been running towards the gate, nigga. Fuck that. Shoot me, nigga.
Investigators. Roscoe said the group never intended to escape. They just wanted to kill every guard that they were able to get their hands on.
What?
I want to thank you guys for
Nah, them
tuning in.
niggas was bugged out.
What did I tell you? Look, what did I tell you?
Them niggas 60.
What did I tell you? Yo, Squeeze Gang. I told them, leave. Don't let them come home. The niggas is killers.
Them niggas said, that nigga said, we wanted to kill every guard. We ain't want to leave.
Look.
We chilling. That's our home. We wanted to kill y'all niggas.
But what did I
ain't gonna lie, nigga. Them niggas deserve it, though. Them niggas be violating niggas, bro.
Just kill
Gotta kill them COs, nigga. Them niggas be violating niggas, bro. Fuck them COs. Free Lil Fee, man. Fuck them COs, man. You know them COs, right?
You want to escape?
You wanted to kill y'all
Yeah.
niggas. Yeah. Listen, I already know they OD up there.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. Let me know if they killed Lil Fee yet on the death penalty shit. I don't think the last time I looked, he was still alive. You know, niggas be on death row for 20, 30 years before they die.
Losing their mind.
Ready to kill
Doing
police.
shit like that.
Ready to kill the police. They fucking with you. Why y'all fucking with me? Why y'all fucking with me? Why y'all fucking with me? Squeeze Gang, we out here, y'all. We out, man. I got a Monster Cody too right now.